Friday night took care of my weekday blues. I woke up, had breakfast, and read the news. I'm feeling relaxed, refreshed, and renewed. But I feel like there's something I'm forgetting to do.
Hey, Toby, the show's about to start.
Oh yeah, it's a Saturday show. 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 It's a Saturday show.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Saturday Show, AADL TV's one and only Saturday morning kids variety show. My name is Toby, and I'm Otto. And today we're talking about something very important. Something very important, you say? I wonder what that is. Well, Otto, you and I know what it is, but why don't we give the folks at home some clues to see if they can figure out what today's theme is? Aw, clues? I love clues, like Kashi and Christopher's clues, and Blue's clues, and the game clue. Otto? Oh yeah, okay, some clues about today's theme. Let's go. It's colorless. It's odorless. You can drink it. You can eat it. You can surf on it. You can swim in it. You can live in it. Well, I can't, but you can, bud. Plants love it. People love it. Animals love it. It's essential for your health and the health of the planet. It's one of Earth's most precious resources. That's right. Today we're exploring all things water, and without delay we'll kick it off by going to Otto Turtle at the Fact Desk.
Hello all, welcome to the Fact Desk with Otto Turtle. Today we're discussing water, so here are the facts. 71% of Earth's surface is covered with water. Most of that is Earth's seas and oceans, and the biggest one is the Pacific Ocean. Cargo ships transport 90% of the world's goods, so chances are the next thing you buy spends some time on a boat. Ask how the trip was. The town of Muskrats in eastern India averages 39 feet of rain each year, making it the wettest place on Earth. For comparison, Ann Arbor averages 3 feet of rain a year. The driest place on Earth is the Atacama Desert in South America. They only get about half an inch of rain each year. Wowzers! Hold on, we've got breaking news here. Let's go to Toby in the field.
Thanks, Otto. Toby here. After months of painstaking research, I can confirm there is water in the kitchen.
Riveting stuff, Toby. Well, those are the facts. Stay hydrated, folks. I'm Otto Turtle.
Isn't water great, Kashi?
It's so delicious!
Oh, it's one of my favorite things to drink. Did you know that?
I didn't know that. Is Lexi liking her water too?
I'm sure that she is.
Hey Lexi, do you like your water? She's kind of quiet.
She loves it. You know who else loves water?
No.
Fish love water so much.
Oh yeah.
And you know, we're talking all about water in this episode. Shall we see if Lexi has something to share with us about water? Let's find out.
Okay.
Well, let's see what it is. Can you read this, Kashi?
Oh, Christopher, that's such a hard one.
Oh, it's kind of hard. Anadromous.
Anadromous, what's that?
Anadromous is when fish live part of their time in the sea and then they return to freshwater rivers. I think salmon do this.
Wow, I wish I could do that.
I know, it's a cool way to live in migration like that. Hey, are we ready for the summer? No.
Winter!
Right! The winter game code?
Yeah, winter game code.
Okay, here it is. It's a really good one this time. It's 11 letters.
Yikes!
And it means fear of water.
Yikes!
And the last clue is it's another term for rabies.
What?
So if you think you know the answer, you can go to play.aadl.org for big points.
Big point. Sorry, I was drinking.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.
So tell me, Hazel, why did you want to visit this part of the Huron River today? Because I wanted to introduce you to some relatives of mine. Do you see that lodge on the other side of the river? Do you mean that mound of mud and sticks and grass? That's the one. That's where my distant cousins live, the Muskrats. Oh, muskrats. What can you tell me about the muskrats? Well, although muskrats are rodents, they're not technically rats. And they're mainly herbivores, plant eaters, yes. And they're the only mammals that actually build their homes in the water. Besides their bigger cousins, the beavers, of course. Of course. So, I know what you're going to ask. What? You're going to ask me how you can tell muskrats and beavers apart, aren't you? Yes, that's right. How did you know? I had a feeling. The trick is to look at the tail. A beaver's tail is paddle-shaped, but a muskrat's is long, skinny, and hairless. Okay, I'll remember to check the tail. You said muskrats eat plants, right? That's right. They just love to eat the stems, roots, and fruits of many water plants, especially cattails. Okay, I see why muskrats would want to live near the water. That's where all their favorite foods are. But why do they live inside lodges? To keep safe and warm. In the wintertime, muskrats huddle together inside their lodges after a day spent foraging for food out in the cold. They also gather underneath their lodges to stay out of sight from predators like raccoons, minks, coyotes, ospreys, and... humans! I was afraid you were gonna say that. In the past, humans often hunted muskrats for their meat and their beautiful warm fur. I guess that's why we're over here on this side of the river, right? That's right. When you're observing wild animals, always give them plenty of room. I will. Thanks for introducing us to muskrats today, Hazel. It was my pleasure.
Keep your eyes open for muskrat lodges along Huron River Drive.
Today, we are looking at an idea. We're going to watch something happen and figure out what it is. So I have a jar here and two arrows, the top one facing left and the bottom one facing right. The jar is about 6 inches in front of those arrows. And I am going to slowly pour some water into the jar. Watch what happens to the arrows. See that? The bottom arrow is going the other way, and the top arrow switched to point right. What happened? What is it?
The Small Adventures of Chicken. What shall I do as a chicken pirate? What shall I do as a chicken pirate? What shall I do as a chicken pirate early in the morning?
Okay, Otto, did you know that people have used the sound of water in musical ways?
Really? Tell me more.
Well, Otto, one of the coolest folk instruments out there is the rain stick. It's a hollow tube, sometimes a cactus, sometimes bamboo, and it's filled with small things like pebbles or rice.
Oh, I think I saw one of those at Storytime before.
Yeah, when you stand the rain stick on its end, the filling falls down and it bounces off all the things inside and makes the sound of softly falling rain.
That's so cool, Toby. Can we make one?
Absolutely, bud. You ready? Here we go. All right, Otto, you ready to make a rain stick?
Oh boy, I sure am. I can't wait.
Okay, well, this is what we're gonna need. A tube of some sort. This one's from paper towel. You could use wrapping paper instead. 2 small pieces of scrap fabric. 2 little rubber bands. Some rice. I've got a 1/4 cup here. And some aluminum foil. Step 1, we're gonna close off one end of our tube by putting the fabric around it and sealing it with the rubber band. This is gonna prevent the rice from falling out later. Traditionally, the inside of a rain stick has either cactus needles or nails poking into it to slow down the filling as it falls from top to bottom. But we're going to accomplish that by using aluminum foil. The piece I have here is about twice as long as my tube, and I'm going to roll it into a tight coil. There we go. Now, I'm going to make this into a corkscrew shape. This is going to rest on the outside edges of the inside of our tube. I'm going to place our coil in the tube. I'm going to take this end off so I can pull it all the way through. So as you can see, there's a path down the middle, but the foil is on the outside edges. I'm gonna cap this end back up. Then I'm gonna fill it with rice. You can already hear the sound of rain, can't we? I'm gonna cap the other end with the fabric and the rubber band. And voila! Your very own rain stick.
Ah, the sound of falling rain. So soothing.
All right, bud, let's keep going. I'm sure these next segments will really make a splash.
Do you know that water can defy gravity and float in mid-air? It sure can, and I've got a magic trick. A science experiment that will show us how.
For this experiment, you will need a glass, a playing card, index card, or here is a sample of paint, something thin and cardboard that will fit over the entire mouth of the glass. Now, of course, you will need water. Here is the same kind of glass with water already half full, ready to go. You will get your piece of thin cardboard, and you will put it directly over the mouth of the glass. No gaps. Hold firmly with both hands, turn it over, and look, the water is staying in the glass. Nothing is dripping out. In this experiment, the air pushing up from underneath the card is strong enough to overcome the weight of the water pushing down on the card. Because of the air pressure pushing up on the card will stay on the glass and the water will not spill out. When the seal is broken even a tiny bit, and if air were to enter the cup, it would equalize the pressure and gravity pushes the water out. And now,
I have a mess to clean up.
It's water refraction. Refraction is the bending of light, and anytime that light passes from one transparent thing into another, it refracts or bends. So when we poured water into the jar, it bent the light to make the arrows look like they were moving or switching places.
You know, Toby, since we're talking about water today, why don't we talk a little bit about the Great Lakes?
Definitely, Otto. Living in Michigan, we've got water abound, rivers and streams and inland lakes, but you're right, the Great Lakes are one of our greatest resources.
So, are we gonna talk about them?
Well, we could talk about them, but wouldn't you rather sing about them?
I absolutely would. That was a lot of fun, Toby. We are so lucky to have the Great Lakes.
I agree, Otto. Well, folks, that's our show for today. Thanks for watching. If you'd like more resources, you can go to aadl.org/The Saturday Show. And until next time,
keep on swimming. Bye!